Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back to Call to Arms Gates of Hell Ostfront for our first look at a new feature in the game coming soon. New, meaning we haven't yet seen it, and it's not yet available in the public beta, though again, we have ourselves a exclusive first look at some of the features coming to the game, including this, the Conquest, aka Dynamic Campaign Mode. Now, this is basically a you versus AI mode where you'll make the decisions on the map. In addition to the campaign, there's already scripted campaign missions for both the Soviets and the Germans already in the game, up to 12 missions. But the Conquest mode allows you to make many different changes to the settings, go into different battles with different equipment, and make it kind of like a alternative history, if you will, bringing different types of units available during those time periods to different battles and playing it out the way you choose. Obviously, if you play as the Germans, you'll do a little bit more attacking, but sometime defending if the Soviets counterattack, and vice versa if you play as the Soviets. And you can build your own decks too. So if you like games like Steel Division, or if you like the War Game series, then this will be a little bit more to your liking in that case. Additionally, we'll check out multiplayer sometime in the future. There's already Skirmish where we can fight against the AI, which I can't really do an online game at the moment since there's not too many people who have access to the exclusive version that I do, but we'll try out Skirmish sometime in the future and keep on playing those campaign missions. But for now, let's take our exclusive first look at the Conquest Dynamic Campaign, and we'll go ahead and create ourselves a Conquest here, and we'll probably play as the Germans. I already gave it a try a little bit just to see what it was like, and I actually do like it. So we'll try as the Germans, duration normal. I guess we'll just put everything on normal here and go towards the medium middle ground and just kind of see what things are like. And we can name this anything, so we'll just go ahead and call this like Operation Typhoon. I don't know actually if you can change the year or not. I believe it starts in early war, maybe 41, and the longer you play, it might continue to go on. But it'll be, you could do unlimited time based on if you capture all your objectives or whatnot. But let's go ahead and call this Operation Typhoon. And yeah. All right, that should be everything we need to do. So again, welcome to everybody. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for smashing the like button and supporting as we rocket towards 1 million subs. It's really appreciated. So thanks again, everybody, for all the support. Looks like it actually randomly picks locations, too, for our battle, but I believe we can choose that on our map. A lot of things here are placeholders, but I think we have a limited amount of points, to 1,500. I think we can only bring 50 with us at a time, so we can have basically the units that we want to call in, and then we can add them to our reserve pool and switch units in and out, that kind of thing. Let's go with the Lafayette 34. We'll drop that into our little deck there. Also, a mortar would be super effective. We'll also call in an infantry squad. Maybe a regular infantry would do. And we'll call in, let's see if we can get a machine gunner as well. A little harder to find what you're looking for because some of the things are not yet here in terms of images. But the fact that we can do this is really cool. So once you beat the campaign, you can just kind of create your own campaign and make modifications to it as you play it. So let's go with a, I think we should probably have some more infantry, to be honest. Pioneers might be a good idea. Grand Riflemen, I think this actually might just be one. AT detachment. Ooh, Flamethrower, that might be a good unit as well. Let's give a Flamethrower a try, and we'll also call in another infantry squad. Let's go with the Fallschirmjäger if we can. Okay. So I think we can make changes to this at any time. Now we have to place units on the right side. There's a little bit of a tutorial at the start, but we don't really need to do that. That basically highlights everything and shows it for you, so you can see what our strength will be like. And we can only bring 43 out of 50 in total. So if we bring another infantry unit, unfortunately, even another infantry unit would be too much. We could probably do an AT detachment, but yeah, that brings us almost all the way up there. But it's more troops to operate the machine gun or the mortar if they happen to be disabled. So let's go ahead and check the map then. You can see where we're going to be fighting here. Should be a way actually to do that. I think this might actually be campaign select. I'm not sure exactly what that is, battle locations, but I think we can start in different areas. We can also research stuff too, so there's much more to unlock. Anything with the lock symbol, we can start going down a research tree, and then we can start, call in stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're basically disabled by time. So in other words, you can't call in a Tiger tank right at the start of the battle. You can call it in a little bit later, and lots of stuff to unlock, including, yes, indeed, we've got ourselves the Tigers there. Tiger 2, Jagdpanther, Ferdinand, even if you want. We'll go ahead and probably research the Nebelwerfer. That's a damn good piece of technology right there. Let's go ahead and research selected, cost 0 to 4. I think we have to earn that through advancing, but we'll kind of experience that as we go. All right, let's get into an actual battle now. We can change the way where we attack. We can go for different objectives are spawned here throughout each point. The risk on this one would be we actually gain a research point if we attack in the south, so that would be a good thing. Let's go ahead and get more units on the field. I agree with that one. We'll go ahead and go for that. Instead, we'll attack the factory. There we go. That's how we change things. And we'll go into a battle now and see what it's like against the enemy. All right, so the Soviets will load in here very shortly. It's AI, you know, so they'll load in as well as us. And I believe this would be a great mode for multiplayer. I'm not exactly sure what's available for multiplayer, but we'll have to stand by and wait on that one. I would love to see frontline mode and much more. All right, so now we've got a little bit of preparation time. I'm not exactly sure what this is, other than maybe for loading to complete, but we can start the game by selecting our troops to go into battle. The Soviets seem to already have a defensive position here and here. Looks like it reveals the map for us at the start. We can choose that, I believe, to have Fog of War on or off. Usually we have it off just for speed purposes. Otherwise, you got to recon everything. And although it's more accurate, of course, to have it off unless you have scout units. Okay, reinforcements have arrived. We've spawned in everything we've got. We've got our troopers here. Full infantry squad, machine gun, and the mortar should be around somewhere too. There it is. Okay, we'll get everyone moving towards that section of the factory. The Soviets could have reinforcements around, but we know they're there, so we'll go ahead and do this. Oh, it looks like Fog of War is on, but I guess we get to see the factory at the start. We'll bring our MG-34 and our troops over. We also have a flamethrower too, so that'll be interesting to see. He's also carrying a grenade. Interesting. Oh, it's a smoke grenade. Ah, that'll be helpful for the flamethrower. Flamethrower is a special unit, so we'll need to keep him in. Great position here at the factory. I didn't see any of this in the actual campaign, but it would be really cool to see all these converted into missions. There's a lot of maps here that will more than likely be present in multiplayer that are also available here in this dynamic mode. But I would love to see every little morsel of this game turned into a single-player campaign. There's just something special about setting up defenses, being attacked, and then counterattacking and doing it all over again that I just love. All right, we're going to get the flamethrower into cover as our troops are actually attacking. We have ourselves a machine gunner here, too, so that would be useful. All this equipment you see here is just kind of destroyed from previous battles, so it's definitely not the first time this factory has been attacked, that's for sure. Set up our mortar here behind these crates, and the machine gewehr can move up this position here. Looks like there's a little elevation here by the railroad track, so we'll set that up to open fire on the Soviet position. German machine gun ready to go. Perfect. Soviets will probably get some reinforcements. Let's go ahead and bring our machine gunners and such up here. We'll go actually into this crater and see if we can set up some defense. A medic would be indispensable in these battles too, since a lot of the times you don't get troopers back after fighting. We have a AT rifle here. That's good. Where's our machine gunner? He should be around here somewhere. I don't see him at the moment. Oh, there. Wait, no, that's our AT rifle. I think this squad should have a machine gunner. Maybe not. Looks like it's an AT gun.
Yeah.
Oh, here's our machine gunner. No wonder I didn't see him. He was face down in the dirt. Perfect. Now we have our machine gunner ready to go. We'll let the Germans advance.
Yeah.
And we'll let these guys set up a base of fire just in case the Soviets attack.
Yeah.
And once we spot the units, then we can bring down the full hammer of the mortar and the machine gun. Should be good stuff. Let's hop into the cover here. Cool. Oh, we're really close to the Soviet position here, but I don't see any troops. Let's climb up there a little closer. Wow. No Soviets at all? I don't believe that. We should be able to see them by now. Let's grab our MP40 trooper. Have them hit the dirt and get close to this position. So basically the goal is to try to capture both flags and to hold them for the longest amount of time. Okay, looks like they hear somebody or see somebody. Oh, yep. I thought I heard a grenade, but I wasn't sure if it was us throwing it or on the receiving end of it. I really wish squads would get medics and such too. Otherwise, you're just going to end up suffering losses. Alright, let's push in this way. Okay, it looks like we got whoever was there. Officers are very useful because they do have binoculars, so it gives you a better look at the battlefield. I'm going to go ahead and lob another grenade up there. Oh yeah, I knew it. Oh, nice. Okay, we're getting multiple hits with that. Oh. Grenade going out. Cover. Damn, that grenade was nicely cooked by the Soviets. Alright, now we're capturing, so that should be all the Soviets. Never mind, now it's all the Soviets. Great, now we got a Soviet machine gunner somewhere. Soviets are counterattacking. Ooh, that AI pathing to get in there, though, makes them walk right into the line of fire. Okay, well, let's go ahead and grab some more riflemen. The machine gunner being here is a good idea. We'll keep him over here to flank the enemy. And we'll bring up the Lafayette instead. Alright, we'll wait until this flag is fully captured and we'll move to the next one. Minor losses makes it realistic. We're not going to be able to take ground without a few losses. And it doesn't make our troops superheroes either. So this is set to normal, which I think is good for a first playthrough to kind of figure out how everything works. Let's set up our machine gun here. We can cut off anybody coming through the factory. There we go. Nice, mortar going. Soviets counterattacking with grenades. Nice. Machine gunners just chewing up enemy positions. Beautiful. Looked like that worked out. We still need more men, though. Let's see. I think this guy has bandages and smoke. Okay, so the AT gunner actually has quite a bit of tools in the trade to flank tanks, but also could be useful to infantry. Okay, we need to fully capture that position there. Let's get our flamethrower up here. Looks like keeping riflemen's back by the mortar is a good idea. And let's get everybody else in the flag. I don't know if capturing the flag with more men increases its capture speed, but we'll have to see. So once we've captured this, then we can move to the next objective. This is Echo right here. And what objective would this be? Delta. So I don't know if there'll be random spawns of flags. When I tested this out, the two spawn points are in the exact same spot. So we'll have to see. What a good looking map, though. Very nicely detailed. The smoothness is just the best thing. You know, I custom made a PC to continue to make YouTube videos, and even with Metal War Assault Squad 2, I don't know how as technology gets better that game is still unoptimized like that. It's just good to start from the ground up, so it's good to see people using call to arms to do it. Wow, that's interesting. He's looking right at the top of the flagpole. There we go. Okay, so it's 200 to 200, 1 to 1. I'm not sure how to score aside from capturing the other flag. The Soviets get both flags captured by default. I think they've given up their attack, though. So they're going to go ahead and stop on that. We could probably advance on the left flank. It looks like the best idea to go over this way. So the Soviets are unlikely to attack this position anymore. So let's bring everybody to the left. And we'll keep the machine gunner where he is at this position. Very unlikely now that the Soviets will likely attack again. But let's keep our machine gunner there. He can defend that whole position himself. If two happen to come up, he's got a high chance of taking on a few men. And hopefully the Soviets continue to attack that flag on the right side, because that means that there'll be less for them to attack on the left side. And we'll try to use our flamethrower too, or at least try not to get them killed. We'll keep them in cover unless it's absolutely necessary. And let's get our troops to move up the position here. Cool stuff so far. Love how everything looks in the game. We've got beautiful smokestacks, great looking factories, huge open areas like that, lots and lots of rubble inside. So that's going to be a real meat grinder inside those positions. Let's go ahead and take cover with the mortar here. Additional infantry are arriving. And same with the machine gun, so we'll move the machine gun up with the men. And we'll get all the men to hit the dirt, basically. Get the flamethrower over to cover, and bring everyone up behind. We're going to go up this road now and scout out what's up here. So I don't think there's anything else for us to find in the field of battle. I don't think we can repair a tank. Everything here is just destroyed. Since in a multiplayer map, it'd be a little unfair if somebody was able to, you know, get to a KV-1 and repair it first. That would basically be GG for anybody at the start. But I think everything here is just kind of for atmospheric looks. Although we should be able to, like, go to a half-track and take out the MG or something like that and use it. Okay, how does the flamethrower work here? So he's just carrying the flamethrower like this. Okay, and he's got about 100 fuel. with reserve of 102, so that it looks like the flamethrower can actually rearm himself with extra fuel on him. So he'll have to go somewhere safe, but he can actually refuel himself. Cool. I don't know if we got enough range for that, but we're going to continue to crawl up. Let's go to that KV-1 position there. Looks like the machine gun's up on the back. Let's go ahead and grab more. And we'll keep the machine gun over here with the mortar in support. All right, so this is going to be a slow slog, but we should be able to do our best here. I'm thinking maybe if we attack this position on the left that the enemy might try to come to the right side. Also don't want this machine gunner to be too exposed. But it's been cool. We've lost, looks like 3 men to the Soviets, boy, 10 or so. Losses still got to be like almost 10 to 1, though, to really make a difference. Although, again, this mode is about capturing flags. But there's probably different objectives to each thing, since the campaign is different. It would be cool, though, if we could go to the very opening times of Operation Barbarossa in 41, though it pretty much was just easy for the Germans, as the Soviets were mostly just disorganized, taking on things like T-26s and units that were just told not to return fire. Enemy could have a light tank, too, so we need to be cautious about that. Alright, nothing so... Oh! Okay, we got somebody shooting at us. Great position for the mortar here. Great position for the machine gun out here. Continue to bring the Germans up to this position until we see somebody. Just going to keep scouting. And it looks like we got nothing over here. What were the Germans to engage so far? Now, we didn't get shot at when we were out here, so I'm just going to kind of move up this way and clear the roadway. Oh, we do have a vehicle. Okay, we have ourselves a vehicle. We're going to hide the machine gun. Get our troops into cover. This sounds like it could be a light tank. AT rifle is ready to go. Don't know if that tank is attacking us or like... Sounds like he's trying to move and he's stuck on something. Let's continue to approach. We need to see what and where it is. Sounds like a tank that's stuck. No, 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 go through there. No, 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 go through there. Why would he be unable to... Oh. Well, there should be nothing stopping him from going through there. Well, we're not Alright. We're not capturing yet. Gotta be Soviets still here. One German soldier's not capturing it, so there must be Soviets inside that crater there, we could guess. Nobody wounded. Well, I can hear a vehicle, but nobody's attacking. Alright, interesting. Well, let's bring that up. We're playing it safe. Oh, wow. An entire Soviet squad just hiding there. Holy crap. Surprise, boys. Wow, amazing that we were able to get that close. Oh, apparently the mortar can fire right into the area above it. The little pipes there, that's cool. Time to bring up the flamethrower then. Unfortunately for the Soviets, I think their tank is still stuck. Let's throw some more grenades over there.
Mich hat's erwischt! Wo sollen wir mit dem Teil hin? Begebe mich in Deckung!
Oh boy.
Panzer! Achtung, schwere Waffe!
We're gonna bring up our flamethrower.
Feuerbereit! Geht's los? Befehle?
I don't think that tank can move. Uh-oh. Maybe it actually can. I'm not sure. The flag has been neutralized. The enemy's sending in reinforcements. But it looks like it's now in our control. Can we actually shoot over this? Let's see.
Unterwegs!
It's going to be interesting to try to shoot over barriers like that. I think we've got everybody. We are capturing now. What a mess that was. Good job on the Soviets to, like, ambush us. Got a penal battalion. Tank crew, what the hell? Soviets maybe rolled a vehicle? What the hell? Okay, well, we're going to have to keep our machine gunner there. Anyway, the area we're supposed to capture is a large square. I'm sure there'll be different sizes based on what the objective is in the future. Might be kind of cool. Okay, let's push up a little bit more with the machine gun. I want to be able to see. We can shoot through the barbed wire. If the enemy pushes forward, they're going to have to either go back this way, or they'll have to cross through the large tarmac-like area. Of course, they can easily come up behind us, too, and hit the mortar. If this were multiplayer, there'd be a lot of devious acts going on to try to stop us from pushing forward. Oh, there's an enemy tank. Oh, we won. Interesting. So there was, like, no mark of any sort of, like, points or anything like that. We just captured both flags, which seems to make sense because that's our objective, is just to capture the factory. Now, we could have to fight over this factory again if the enemy pushes forward. So that's interesting. We have resupply all for 59,375. What do we got here for points? Resupply points. Well, we have a research point now, don't we? 0 out of 9. Oh, I see that there's actual cost for that. Looks like it's 1 out of 9 to call in stage 2 additional troops. Let's go ahead and research that. We can call in additional troops that way. 49 out of 50. So the AT detachment was not great. Infantry actually is wounded, so we can call them back and resupply them. You can see that it takes points to do that. I think we want to throw in the Fallschirmjägers then instead. Let's go ahead and take away the Flamer infantry and put in the Fallschirmjäger. Is that still too much? 32 points. Wow, okay. I think we'd probably want the yeah, we'd probably want that now. The Minenwerfer and the whatnot. Oh yeah, we can call in stage 2 stuff now too. So yeah, we have stage 2 things that we didn't even think about from before. But now we can do even more on stage 2. Certain units we can only call in on stage 2, for example. Let's have ourselves some more. We probably should get a medic or something like that. Let's see if there's actual medics. Yep, medic's going to definitely be important. We should probably have a medic on stage 1, which is 6 points. Oh, yep. We're at 46 out of 50. Then we'll do a stage 2 medic. And let's see if we can get a tank going now, too. Or some light vehicle. Panzer 2 would probably be real helpful here. That's only 15. So Panzer 2 and maybe a Panzer 3 as well. OS F. So this is all about the deck building that I mentioned earlier. Plus, we should probably get ourselves another mortar. And we'll have even more to call in based on our points and such later in the game. But beginning, very important. But that's why we want elite squads at the very beginning. So we can focus on 1 point. And what else could we do here? Stage 2. We could do more supplies. Maybe like a half track might be good. And maybe another thing of regular infantry, though. We need something at 9 points. We could get the Gren Rifleman. But I think we're out of recruit points now. So let's resupply all and move on to another mission. It's been good so far. Let's go into, let's see here, select campaign. What can we do next? The enemy attacks one of your controlled territories. Prepare your defense. So now we get to defend. So that's going to be interesting. So now instead of that, we're now defending instead of an attack. So everybody gets to take a turn. So it's going to take some time. We're defending whatever that is. Again, this is that early exclusive look, so we'll see how it goes. Let's go into our defensive mission now and see how it all plays out. All right, I think we have ourselves a winter map now. Interesting. Now are these... Okay, these are the Folsom Jaegers to call out, so we're going to do that for sure. 8 centimeter in the Folsom Jaeger, and then this other one is 91 points, which could be our later stuff. AP, I think, is gained by capturing these positions. I have much more to learn. Of course, you can explain everything down below if you know more by either experience, if you have access, or by literally just watching other videos, too. I'm sure there's good information. We're going to be defending these positions, so this is going to be really cool for the Folsom Jaeger to defend. We got ourselves paratroopers, basically, now here, with a mortar at their disposal. So rather than a defensive weapon like a machine gun, I think the mortar is a little bit more offensive. It's very good for taking trenches and such. Kind of weird, though, how they don't start us in a defensive position. The Soviets got to start in a defensive position. There's certainly no way they were able to capture that, but at least we have a what looks to be a trench dug here. Oh, actually, it's a... I thought it was a trench, but it's actually like a little ridge. Also, combat engineers could be very effective here, too. Objective Charlie and Objective Echo to capture, or to at least hold. We can do so by anticipating where the Soviets will attack from. I'm assuming they may have spawned in the northeast, opposite of our spawn in the southwest, or perhaps they're attacking from the northwest corner. We'll have to see how it all plays out. 17 AP now. I'm learning as I go along, and I'm liking what I see here. This conquest mode... I like this quite a bit. It does take some dedication to play through it, so it's not as, you know, cut piece like the other single-player stuff is when you're playing against the enemy in a single-player mission. Wow, this is incredible. Look at how white this is. This is insane. There's, like, literally no color here at all. But that's how some fields are. Snow blindness is caused that way. Okay, our mortar is making its way up here, I hope, soon enough. And our infantry has just arrived. We're going to try to hold both positions. The best thing we can do is try to consolidate our defense at one position and hope that the enemy attacks with everything and cut them down. But I suppose we'll win here by depleting enemy reinforcements. I think that's going to be the only way to win. Hope to God they don't bring tanks, but we'll see. Really not a lot of places to defend here either. The buildings, you can always put a man inside of a building with windows. It's a little tricky to do, though. Because sometimes the AI might not take position in a window that they'll shoot out of. Okay, now we have enemy troops approaching. Bring our machine gunner up. Nice. Okay, let's bring our thingy here. We're going to try to dig in here. So we're going to bring up our mortar. Each of these troops do have the ability to entrench. Let's make sure everybody's on their feet shooting. Always tricky in these games to find a good spot to take cover. Mortar set up there. Perfect spot for the mortar. So it does look like when we take losses, we'll have to replenish them in the actual main menu, like the battle menu. So that's cool to see. We actually have to replenish our troops. And, like, for example, capturing a supply depot will either deny the enemy or supply you. Get down that trench, bro. Oh, get wrecked, Soviets. Oh, beautiful. Not a single Folsom Jaeger killed yet. German paratroop was very skilled. They should have... Uh-oh. Never mind. Let's get the sharpshooter up here. I hear an enemy tank approaching. Could be a Soviet light tank. We need to stay in this position to hold. Tanks might be able to capture. 91 AP, we should be able to call in a Panzer III and whatnot. It's going to be a while. That's why you want to try in this game to do as much as you can with the least amount of units. Obviously, if you can kill an enemy, let's say you're playing as the Soviets and you have a way where you can kill a Tiger tank with just an AT grenade, much less investment than calling out an entire IS-2 or several KV-1s or something to distract it or suppress it with infantry if you can get in with a good kill. A big brain is better, you know, brain is better than bronze in this case. Okay. So let's try to replace this mortar here. This would be actually a very good mode to play in multiplayer. I hope there is that in here. I'll have to investigate further, but I really do like playing through some of these matches already. This feels much more important than just a multiplayer match to burn time. It feels like we're part of something a little bit more important, which is the overall campaign, rather than just a single one-and-done mission. Cool that they're actually using MP41s for the paratroopers. Well, we can hear that vehicle, but it's not doing anything in moving. Let's set up the mortar here. Lesson learned last time by setting up our mortar literally under some pipes. It is amazing that the game actually kind of thinks about that and takes that into account. It means that it could also be shelter from incoming rounds, too. Yeah, I wonder if we can go find what the Soviets are using. If they spot us, they could attack us, and so I don't want to do that until we've got enough AP points to take out whatever it is that's there. Right now we're at, what, almost 91? Actually, right about there. Perfect. Cool, so now we've called out all of our additional units. Infantry squad can travel in style. Additional mortar standing by. Are these medics here? Oh, we get 2 medics. Awesome. Certainly welcoming that. Be cool if you could do this more in the missions too. Some missions allow you to pick what you can take at the beginning. But it seems like the Soviets are just not going to attack with anything. Let's bring our Panzer 1 and Panzer 3 and Panzer 2. Bring our half-track up. Machine gun as well. I think we'll keep some of these units in the back. The first base, there's really not much here. We kind of stopped their full infantry attack. Just like last time, the enemy seems to be attacking with the same mix. Like, seems an infantry squad and a tank is about it. Alright, let's get these tanks moving. We'll go find out what the Soviets have. They could call out reinforcements too, but I don't know where they could come from or what they could be. So it is cool that we can actually add more stuff to our line. It almost feels like a mission. Nice dug-in position up there too. That got us a lot of kills. The machine gunner probably racked up 5 to 10 kills himself. Oh, it just looks like 2.
Yeah.
2 kills for the sniper. Yep, 2 kills for the sniper. 2 kills for the machine gunner. You can see that there, by the way. If you look very closely, there's a helmet and a tank symbol, and that's how you can see what they've killed so far. Letting you know the effectiveness of that unit in that situation. And it looks like our units get veterancy too, so the more we keep them alive, the more valuable they'll be later. We can do more with less, essentially. We get a sniper that's just racking up kills like crazy. You only need him to turn the tide of battle in some cases. Alright, holding shift allows us to make a line of commands for the half-track to follow. So as you can see, it'll turn left here. And then move on to the next position. We'll drop off our troops here and see if anybody else comes through. Meanwhile, I'm going to bring up the Panzer III's armor to find out what they've got up ahead. And the Panzer II to cover this village against any infantry attacks. Well, let's go see if we can scout what they've got. Probably like a BT-7. Oh, no, it's a little armored car. Oh. Well, that's annoying. Oh well, we'll get that guy up and running. If he's wounded, but we don't heal him, I wonder if the game will consider him not dead. Well, that's why we got the medics. takes care of that vehicle. So the Soviets tried to retake this position with an armored car and a infantry squad or two. Well, there we go. All right. Well, we can also capture. I wonder if we can capture this vehicle and put it into our library, basically. Oh, stop turning your turret that way. Face this way. There we go. Yeah, I want that turret facing that way for more threats. All right, possible that we could retake this position, or that the enemy could try to retake the position. We're still holding. 10 minutes in. I don't know exactly what the time limit would be on this. Okay, we've got another mortar here. So we'll set up a few mortar batteries around. Half-track's kind of a target, so let's go ahead and have everyone bail out. It would be cool if the gun could entrench itself. It looks like the machine gun can get a sandbag wall on it. So let's put up a sandbag wall. You can hear them actually digging in. Holding shift, something I didn't think about until just now, to build several entrenched positions. Half-track also has a rear machine gun too if anybody attacks from behind. Oh, we have another vehicle engaged. And we did. It's like a T-60 attempt. Oh, it's got camo on it. Cool. I think we already hit it though. Like it's disabled. Yeah, it's smoking. And it's dead. Could be another thing for us to capture. Yeah, that'd be really cool if we could actually capture these vehicles and then see them with the painted, the captured enemy tank paint jobs. There are some of those units in the actual gameplay itself, so that's cool in the single campaign. That is awesome. I wonder if we can actually upgrade vehicles to have different types of camouflage and paint jobs. That'd be really awesome. More machine guns going on. Panzer II not going to allow the enemy to break through. It's kind of cool, like if we hold shift, the whole squad will kind of escort the guy digging the trenches around, but it would be cool if there was more stuff. Let's see if we can get anything out of this half-track for digging ditches. Oh, it comes with the additional machine gun, so we do have an additional machine gunner. Actually, there it is. The shovel there. So we could split this ammo and take the machine gun in the rear if we want to. But let's go ahead and dig some more ditches for ourselves. Enemy's not going to break through here. Don't think the SMG gunners get... No, they do. Alright, so we've defended this position nicely. Got more trenches being dug. Foxholes, to be precise. Really cool. The longer you take, the more the enemy can get entrenched. So if you're attacking, in an industrial setting, kind of hard to set up defenses because everything's destroyed and anything can be turned into a defense, really. But also, in these types of scenarios, defenses can be incredibly powerful. Getting the enemy into a choke point. Okay, we're 13 minutes in. Ooh. Oh, that was our own vehicle. Good call on that Panzer III. I think next we're going to have a Panzer IV because the enemy at any time could start bringing T-34s or something a little better than their current setup of the armored cars. Now, it looks like that vehicle is completely toast. Otherwise, it would show up as a white triangle on the minimap. So I don't think we'll be able to recapture that. We can try to repair it. Let's see. But I don't think so. Nope, completely wrecked. 20 millimeter on that thing. Wow. 20 and 30 millimeters are very powerful. I think there's even a German autocannon with a 37 millimeter. But there we go, another victory. Although it's kind of unclear as to how long it takes to do that. The enemy wounded one of our troops. It said that infantry kills one, but that one man who was down, we did heal up. So Interesting. I like what I see so far, increasing our XP. This is actually a very fun way to play this, and now we can do more research. We can resupply our troops, which is rather affordable. And we can continue to add to our Tier 2 call-ins if we want to, and continue our research tree. Battles 1, 2, Operation Day 3. What a victory so far. Let's go to a new campaign, or a new location. Select campaign, I guess is what we want. So now we can either attack the factory down here, munitions, or that seems like a good idea to just continue to capture more positions. The more we don't go for the heart, the more chances they get to counterattack. Reward here is 150 recruit points and 250 ammo. Here it's a 111. So this seems like a good call out as well. But anyway, yeah, now we can call in like the Flammenpanzer if we want for our Tier 2 call-ins. Here's all our veterans as well. So we can mix things around. So we can take, for the next attack, we can take all that stuff out of there and say, let's bring a half-track and let's bring a set of infantry like the Fallschirmjäger, and that's it. That'll be interesting. All right, guys, well, that's going to be it for this look at the first dynamic campaign first look. I like this so far. I'm going to save this here and continue on. If you guys want to see more, let me know. And I'll see you guys next time for more Call to Arms, Gates of Hell, Ostfront. It's been wonderful so far. Campaign is good. Looking to get into some multiplayer, but the dynamic campaign, very good as well. Very good. All right, I'll see you all next time. Let me know what you think down below. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.